everyone. It's March 4th, 2012. I'm Dwight Schmuck. This is the Schmuck Look. I read something in the Brattleboro Reformer weekend paper. It came out yesterday morning. I read this little bitty article buried deep in the bowels of the paper. And it really just struck my interest. Keene, New Hampshire is getting their very own Bearcat. Now, before we go into what a Bearcat is, I want you to know that according to Wikipedia, and I'm looking at the page right here, Keene is a city in Cheshire County, New Hampshire, United States. The population was 23,409 in the 2010 census. 23,409. Okay, now it's going to take me a second here. I got to get to my bookmarks because I had to bookmark this. Now we're going to go to what a Bearcat is. The Lenco Bearcat is an armored vehicle. Now, according to the article, and like I said, it's just a tiny little thing. Keene opts to buy armored police vehicle. Keene, New Hampshire. The police department in the New Hampshire city of Keene is going to be getting an armored vehicle. On Thursday, the city council decided to use $250,000 in federal money to buy the vehicle called a Bearcat. The vehicle will be used regionally. Opponents of the purchase claim it's a waste of money for the quiet corner of New Hampshire. Police say the Bearcat will be in Keene and ready for use this fall. Now we'll go back to the page from another page from Wikipedia, and we're going to go into the Lenco Bearcat. Why, this is made in Massachusetts, so okay, they're getting something made in America. But let's talk about the Lenco Bearcat. This damn thing weighs 15,500 to 17,500. So we're talking 7 3/4 rather, pardon me, to 8 3/4 tons. So it's going to, get a lot of miles per gallon. It's got an 1.5 inch steel armor plate surrounding the vehicle, plus ballistic glass, and it can sustain several hits without the windows shattering. So obviously it must be air conditioned inside. Again, this decreases your MPGs. It's turbo diesel, and the price of diesel these days, oh my god. And you can drive it at highway speeds for probably 15 minutes before your tank goes. That's the sound of it sucking dry. And again, now this vehicle's cost, they're spending $250,000 in federal money, so that's coming out of your tax dollars no matter where the hell you are. Okay? The city has less than 25,000 people. So we're talking $10 per person in the city plus to buy this thing. Now, opponents say it's a waste of money. Duh! And it can be used regionally. Let's talk about this. Again, Keene, New Hampshire. I wasn't aware, and I live an hour from it, I was not aware that this is such a hotbed of hostility. Now, I mean, yeah, sure, we need to always be ever vigilant and ever prepared for the ever-present danger of a Quebecois invasion. I think, maybe, in somebody's drug-induced fantasy. Then you would have to be more than just drunk or stoned to have that kind of a fantasy. I mean, come on, Keene, New Hampshire. Please. What the hell do we need a vehicle like this for here? I mean, New Hampshire, Vermont, we're tiny little states. We ain't got that big of a population. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of us rednecks and stuff. But if you leave us alone, we'll pretty much leave you to do what you want. Unless, of course, it's spending our damn money on something like this. Now, here's a cute part for you to think about here, people. Really, this is something you need to think about. Again, I said it's made in Massachusetts. I noticed down to the, and now here I am, I'm scrolling down. state and local law enforcement that own one or more of these vehicles: the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department Special Enforcement Bureau, the Los Angeles Police Department SWAT Team, the New York City Police Department Emergency Services, Dallas, the Kennedy Space Center, New Mexico State Police, the Chicago Police, the Keene, Ohio Bureau of Police, whatever, okay. You go through this, but, Boston doesn't have one. And for God's sakes, when the Bruins lose, you've got a whole shitload of real violent fans who have been known on occasion to go on a spree. So you would think that, just in order to support a state business, a business in the state, Boston would have bought one of these. But they're conspicuously missing. They really are. No, Boston doesn't have one. It's amazing, isn't it? But Keene. Now, we have to have one in friggin' Keene, friggin' New Hampshire. What the hell, folks? This is what I'm talking about. Again, this little bitty article brought this about because it's $250,000 of your and my money for what? So Keene, New Hampshire can say, we have a Bearcat. Why, we're bad. Bull and shit comes to mind. This is something, somebody somewhere has such a grandiose opinion of themselves, they need to buy this with your money. That's all it is. That's why it's buried in the back of the paper. We're going to sneak this one right by you, folks. Nobody's going to see it. Well, this time, a real schmuck just 60 miles away did see it. You got it, folks. Again, and this is why they bury it there on a Saturday paper, so that by Monday you've forgotten about it if you ever did see it. Well, Monday morning, you really should. They all have 800 numbers. Call your representatives, your senators, email them, whatever. This is stupid. This is genuinely stupid. You want to know why kids are dumber today than they were 50 years ago? Here you are. What kind of an example is this to show kids that, well, we're smart and intelligent people? We are. Why, we'll buy one of these even though we know we're never going to need the goddamn thing. And again, what are they going to? How are they going to test it out? At how many miles a gallon? And how much does a gallon of diesel cost? It's turbo diesel, and you are going to suck up a lot of it at 15,500 pounds. A ton is 2,000 pounds, so like I said, we're talking 7 3/4 tons for the bare bones one. 8 3/4, 17,500 for the full out. And you get different ones. They have 7 different kinds of models. You have the military application. You have the police. Yada yada yada. There's federal. There's different ones. I noticed in Canada, the Vancouver Police Department Emergency Response Team has it, and the Ottawa Police Service Tactical Unit has one. Oh my God! Again, come on, folks. 250 grand. And it's going to be a little more than that. Keene itself is going to have to chip in. And that means the state of New Hampshire gets to chip in. Come on. They don't need this. We sure as hell don't need this. Yes, it keeps a few people working a little bit longer, but not at this kind of expense. I'm sorry. Bad plan. You saw it here. Now, get on your emails, pass this around, help us all out. This is the kind of nonsense we gotta stop. We're the ones who can't stop it. This is what they're afraid of. This is the kind of thing Rick Santorum is terrified of. You and me. That's why they want to keep us dumb. Just smart enough to go to work, not smart enough to question anybody. Think about that over your toasted coffee today. Okay? Think about it, folks, because I'm the one telling you the truth. You know it, I know it, we know it. The Bearcat for Keene. Come on. Really. Such a hotbed of hot It's a terrible place. 25,000 people. And they need an armored vehicle. Yeah. I'm Dwight Schmuck.